Alcohol addiction. Alcohol addiction, also known as alcohol use disorder, AUD, is one of the most common types of addiction that can be found all over the world. The individuals who are affected by this disorder have a difficult time exercising control over their drinking, and they frequently consume alcohol, even when it is detrimental to their health or their relationships. When a person stops drinking, they may experience withdrawal symptoms such as anxiety, tremors, or even seizures. These symptoms can develop over time as tolerance increases. Repeated misuse causes harm to the liver, brain, and heart over time. According to the World Health Organization, alcohol is a contributing factor in more than 3 million deaths that occur annually around the globe. Nicotine addiction. Nicotine, primarily consumed through cigarettes and vaping products, is an extremely addictive stimulant. It creates a temporary rush of dopamine in the brain, leading to repeated use. Smokers often struggle to quit due to intense cravings, irritability, and anxiety during withdrawal. Despite awareness campaigns, nicotine remains a leading cause of preventable diseases such as lung cancer, heart disease, and stroke. The recent surge in youth vaping has also raised serious public health concerns globally. Cannabis addiction. While marijuana is often viewed as harmless, it can become addictive for some users, especially when used heavily over time. Cannabis use disorder involves a reliance on marijuana to manage emotions, stress, or sleep. Withdrawal symptoms like mood swings, irritability, and insomnia can appear when stopping use. Research indicates that around 1 in 10 marijuana users will develop an addiction, with the risk increasing if use starts in adolescence. Prescription drug addiction medications prescribed for pain relief, anxiety, or ADHD, such as opioids, benzodiazepines, and stimulants, can become addictive if misused. People may begin by following a doctor's advice, but gradually take more than prescribed, leading to dependency. The opioid crisis, especially in the United States, has led to tens of thousands of overdose deaths annually. These medications can cause both physical and psychological dependence, requiring professional treatment to recover. Cocaine addiction. Cocaine is a fast-acting stimulant that produces intense euphoria and energy, but its effects wear off quickly, leading to repeated use. Over time, users can develop a strong psychological dependency. Long-term abuse can lead to paranoia, heart damage, strokes, and even sudden death. Crack cocaine, a more potent form, is even more addictive and often used in binge cycles that are difficult to escape without medical help. Heroin addiction. Heroin is an illegal opioid that causes intense feelings of pleasure and pain relief, but is highly addictive. It's often injected, smoked, or snorted. People addicted to heroin develop a strong tolerance, needing larger doses to achieve the same effect. Withdrawal symptoms are severe, including nausea, cramps, and anxiety. Heroin addiction has devastating consequences, leading to overdose, collapsed veins, and transmission of diseases like HIV from shared needles. Methamphetamine addiction. Methamphetamine, or meth, is a synthetic stimulant that creates a powerful, long-lasting high. It's highly addictive due to the intense dopamine surge it causes. Users can become aggressive, paranoid, and experience hallucinations. Over time, meth destroys the brain's ability to produce natural dopamine, making users unable to feel pleasure without it. Physical signs of long-term use include severe dental problems, meth mouth, and dramatic weight loss. Behavioral addictions. Gambling addiction. Gambling addiction, or pathological gambling, is a behavioral disorder where a person can't resist the urge to gamble, even when it causes harm. The thrill of winning activates the brain's reward center, leading to repeated behavior. Many gamblers chase losses, believing the next win will solve everything, often resulting in financial ruin, strained relationships, and depression. It's as dangerous as substance addiction and has one of the highest suicide rates among addictions. Internet and social media addiction. With the rise of smartphones, many people have developed an addiction to the internet and social media. It often starts with harmless scrolling, but quickly becomes compulsive. Addicted users check notifications obsessively, feel anxious when offline, and neglect real-life responsibility. Overuse of social media has been linked to poor sleep, anxiety, low self-esteem, and even depression, especially in teenagers and young adults. Video game addiction gaming disorder is officially recognized by the World Health Organization. People with this addiction spend excessive hours playing video games, often at the cost of work, school, relationships, or health. They may lose track of time, skip meals, and even experience withdrawal symptoms when not gaming. While games can be a fun pastime, for some, the virtual world becomes more important than reality. Food addiction. Food addiction involves the compulsive consumption of unhealthy, high-fat, or sugary foods, even when not hungry. These foods trigger pleasure centers in the brain, similar to how drugs do. Sufferers often binge eat in secret and feel guilt or shame afterward. This addiction can lead to obesity, diabetes, and heart problems, making it both a mental and physical health issue. Shopping addiction. Also known as compulsive buying disorder, shopping addiction involves an uncontrollable urge to spend money on unnecessary items. It often serves as a way to cope with stress or negative emotions. Addicted shoppers feel a temporary high when buying something new but experience guilt or regret afterward. This habit can lead to mounting debt and conflict in personal relationships. Sex and porn addiction. Sex addiction involves compulsive engagement in sexual behaviors despite negative consequences. This may include frequent pornography use, risky encounters, or cheating. Porn addiction in particular has become more prevalent with internet access. These behaviors interfere with daily life, work, and relationships, often driven by emotional distress or trauma. Recovery requires therapy to address underlying emotional triggers. Work addiction. Workaholism is a socially accepted but dangerous addiction where a person becomes obsessed with working. It's often fueled by the desire for success, approval, or perfectionism. Work addicts prioritize their jobs above all else, often sacrificing relationships, health, and mental well-being. They may feel anxious or guilty when not working and struggle to relax. Burnout is a common outcome. Exercise addiction. Exercise addiction occurs when someone becomes obsessed with working out, even to the point of injury. They may feel anxious, irritable, or guilty if they miss a session. While regular exercise is healthy, this form of addiction leads to overtraining, exhaustion, and harm to the body. It's more common among athletes and fitness enthusiasts, often masked by praise for discipline and dedication. Love addiction. An emotional dependence on romantic relationships or the concept of love itself is what we mean when we talk about love addiction. Individuals who are affected may switch partners frequently, remain in relationships that are unhealthy, or seek validation on a consistent basis from others. They have a dread of being alone and rely on love to fill the emotional emptiness that they experience. Therapy is necessary for the healing process since it frequently stems from unresolved childhood trauma or issues related to abandonment. Why do addictions happen? All addictions, whether behavioral or substance-based, hijack the brain's dopamine reward system. This system motivates us to repeat behaviors that bring pleasure. Over time, the brain becomes reliant on the addictive trigger to feel good, and normal, healthy activities lose their appeal. Genetics, environment, mental health conditions, and trauma all increase the risk of developing an addiction. Treatment and recovery addiction is not a moral failing. It's a treatable medical condition. The path to recovery involves self-awareness, support, and professional help. Detox programs, therapy, especially CBT, medication, and support groups like AA or NA play critical roles in healing. Behavioral addictions may also require digital detoxes, relationship counseling, or lifestyle changes. Millions have recovered, and so can you or your loved ones. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more informative content every week.